Okay. All right, and your name is Norman?
Norman Jacobs.
Norman Jacobs. I'm speaking with Norman Jacobs at the Beloit Police Department. This is Christian Perillo. And we're going to do a little interview, about 10 minutes long. And it's about local police. And first of all, I just wanted to ask you, you seen that report there, and I guess I read it, and I was a little concerned because I have a Ron Paul bumper sticker on my car. So according to that report, that makes me a terrorist. And then there was also a report that came out probably a few months ago. It was from the Department of Homeland Security, and it kind of labeled a few other people in the whole terrorist group as independent media, patriots, people that call themselves patriots, people that talk about the Constitution, that sort of thing. And I'm really concerned about the fear tactic, and then you have you don't have enough people talking to their officers. We have a society now where police, and they don't know a whole lot of their citizens anymore. You know what I'm saying? They just, I don't know if they're kept too busy or whatever it is, but you don't have time to really establish a relationship too much, with the people, So I guess what I'm asking, I guess what I'd like to ask first off is, when you hear the word Constitution, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Is it pride? Is it fear? Is it or you know what I'm saying? I mean, if I say you took an oath to defend the Constitution,
I consider it protection for the people
protection
to
for the
exercise their rights that were given us hundreds of years ago when we started this country.
All right.
And local law enforcement, one of their biggest jobs is to protect the rights of people. More than anyone else, they are involved in the day-to-day rights of the general citizens.
All right.
Unfortunately, they don't get involved with it too much until they get to court, when local jurisdictions are sued for a number of different things. But our officers are boots on the ground, involved with the day-to-day activities of their community, and really what they do is protect everybody's rights by enforcing laws that the community tells us to enforce.
All right, excellent. That's a good answer. Actually, I was hoping you almost say like, well, I'm a little scared when I hear the Constitution. You know what I mean? Because the Constitution was supposed to instill fear in our government, because like at any time we're sorry, can't be our government no more.
I think what instills fear in government are the obnoxious awards that attorneys get from city governments to help prevent abuses by local police. And abuses are far and few between, usually by ill-trained or ill-trained departments or officers or good people making bad decisions. That's all.
Right. I personally, I don't believe that any of you guys are bad. You know what I mean? I think some police tend to. I've personally met police that I've said, "Have you ever read the Constitution?" And they said no. And obviously, if you're not going to read the thing that tells you what rights you have and what rights you don't have to do, you know what I mean, or not rights. It's more, these are your duties. These are the things you can take care of for us. Anything that's not in there, it's not like they said, okay, you can go into the kitchen, but don't touch the cookie jar. It was like, don't go in the kitchen. You know what I mean? It's like, we set these rules up for you, and anything that's not in here, you got to ask us first. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure it's okay before you do it. Or pretty much they can't do it without a constitutional amendment. Let's see. Another question that I had is, are you aware of the report that came out just recently regarding Massachusetts? Massachusetts is about to pass a law to mandatory vaccinations for everybody in the state. There's an absolute, complete, total media blackout. The only people that you're going to hear about it from is people like me. Under this law, it just passed the House, it passed the Senate, and the governor has said on the 15th he is going to sign it. And there's an interview you can look on. It's Fox News. It's actually on Powerbang right now. Judge Napolitano from Fox News. I don't know if you know who that is. He's a pretty big guy. He stated that the law is basically going to give police the right to forcibly enter people's homes and inoculate their children. And if you're over 18, you do have a choice of either being inoculated or you can get quarantined at a local FEMA camp near you. I don't understand the whole thing about it, but I'm concerned. I guess my question now after that is that do you feel, no matter what the federal government tells you to do you feel that you have a right to forcibly enter somebody's home in order to inoculate their children?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I think the fright would be anyone would think that a local police department would be involved with that type of
Mhm.
that type of effort.
Mhm.
It's absurd to think that any government could have the power to force anyone to do mass inoculations. We just do not have
Mhm.
the authority nor the ability
Mhm.
for that type of operation.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's well, I don't. It's in truth. I mean, they pass it in mass, and it's going through October 15th, and I'm extremely
The frightening part
afraid
of it is,
about it all.
The frightening
you
part
know?
of it would be that some government agency wouldn't allow the media to listen to the facts, hear the votes,
Mhm.
and listen to the discussion that's going on
Mhm.
about that.
Mhm.
That's where you run
Mhm.
into problems,
Mhm.
where
Absolutely.
false information comes out.
Absolutely. There's no cameras on them while they're like making all these amendments and stuff. You know. Let's see. Another thing, just out of Montana, and this comes from a few sources. I mean, when something happens in the underground media movement, I know about it pretty quickly. I have my network is we have over 15,000 members. That just log in from all over the planet and post news and stuff like that. And we have it's kind of like a media network, and it's on everybody's websites, and these higher words are like news. It's like ads by Google, only it's not ads, it's news. So it's kind of like a Trojan horse sort of thing. People can make money with it, but then they learn something. Oh my God, figure that one out. So now there's another report that just came out in Montana, and there's a town in Montana that has just privatized their police force. It was not in any way approved by the people, and there's, a matter of fact, a few people, and one is a very long-term veteran. He's a veteran, and he's actually been looking into it and stuff. And I guess what they did was they made a jail, and the jail did not meet state code. The square footage was not big enough, and I don't know how you could not figure that out at the blueprint stage, that the cells were not big enough. But Montana basically said, no, you can't build this cell, this jail. And well, they went ahead and built it anyway, and then they kind of pulled the bait and switch. And what they find out is, I guess it's going to be trained. They never told them, but I guess the guys from Guantanamo come in there, and there's also going to be trained privatized police force, and then there's also rumors about people going around in cop cars, and they have badges and they have sirens and all that stuff, but they're not cops, and they've been hired by these by this group. So I don't know if you've heard of anything like that, the reports that have come out about that.
No, I haven't, but some things, believe it or not,
Mhm.
some things the government does well.
Mhm.
A lot of things they don't.
Right.
And the trick is to know what they do well, what they
Mhm.
should do, and what they don't do well. And one of the things that we generally do well is law enforcement, and law enforcement or corrections work. And one of the big things, the reason we do it well, is because government is more open than private business, and the people can see what the government is doing. You don't necessarily want a private organization dealing with members of the community if they don't have checks and balances, which
Mhm.
government generally does,
Okay.
if the media is watching.
All